Everybody, it's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'll talk to y'all for just a few minutes about the Doge team and the SEC. All right, the Department of Government Efficiency. I'm going to show y'all the facts of what exactly they're supposed to be doing at the SEC and how the SEC has pushed back against the Doge team. But before I get started, let me share this with you. In case you have not heard, Elon has said that he's going to be stepping back away from Doge. Now, he's still going to be a part of Doge, but he's leaving the agency and going back to Tesla so he can focus on his company. Earnings are falling, stock prices going through the floor. He's got to get back to his own business. That's what they're telling us. But I think it's something more to it than that. And I know we're going to have a little facts and then we're going to have some conspiracy that, I mean, it's going to be up to you what you want to believe. But he did tell us that if he got too close to the real fraud, he was afraid of assassination. And I believe that he's leaving Doge because they finally worked their way up to the SEC and they have found out that the SEC is not going to have it. They're not turning over emails. They're not turning over numbers and data and blue sheets and none of that to the Doge team. I'm wondering, as I sit here this morning, and I'm thinking, did Elon, which I knew it was going to happen, eventually get to the Republican slush funds and say, okay, SEC, let's see what y'all working with? And the SEC, in essence, told Doge to kick rocks. We're not giving you access to any of our emails. Now, I can remember somebody else taking that stance. I remember about 6 months ago or 9 months ago, the SEC's got an investigation and they want to see Citadel's emails. And Ken Griffin told the SEC, bitch, please, you better come with more than badges and blue windbreakers. All right. And here we see the SEC is now telling Doge the same thing. And 2 weeks later, not even 2 weeks later, Elon's retiring from Doge. Now, before I go any further into the conspiracy, let me get the facts straight right here, all right? What is Doge's job when they're looking into the SEC? And if you scroll down in the article, we see that they say a spokesperson from the SEC said in an emailed statement that SEC is working with Doge to find cost efficiencies and ensure public funds are being used as effectively as possible. That is Doge's job, all right, to ensure that the SEC is being ran efficient and that public funds that are given to the SEC are being used in an effective manner. This has nothing to do with stock market fraud. That's not what they're there for, all right? But they want the emails to ensure that the SEC is doing their jobs and that where is all the money going, because they raked in billions of dollars in fines, in case y'all didn't know that. And where's it going? It's supposed to go back to the retail investors, but we never see it. That's what Doge is looking for. Now, once they get into the emails, that's where the shit gets good. Because you know damn well they've been talking about MMTLP, AMCGME, and Banger, and all the other meme stocks, that they are being participants in the fraud that's being committed on the American people. That's what's in them emails. They don't want that exposed. And that's why I believe Elon said, enough's enough. I'm going back to Tesla. Now, this is just my opinion right here, okay, people, but this is what I see played out. That I believe in my heart that Elon came to the White House with Doge and doing what Donald Trump wanted him to do to help the American people. I believe that was his intent, but I also believe that he fell for Donald Trump's bullshit, all right, and started at USAID, then the Social Security Administration and the Education Department and everything else was okay as long as he was targeting certain agencies. These agencies that the Democrats use as a slush fund, okay? But soon as Elon got to the SEC and he wants to see their staff emails, and let me tell you something, it's been over 900 days since the MMTLP fiasco. And do you not think they've discussed this in emails? They cannot let this kind of stuff get drug out into the open. And they shut him down. That's what I believe. Now, I know we got a new SEC chair. He got sworn in. I seen Donahue George's video on him being sworn in. And we're about to see what he's going to do. Because he stood up there in the White House with his hand on the Bible and said that he would fight for the American people, both foreign and domestic enemies. And we got the biggest domestic enemy in the world living right there in sunny Florida next door to Trump. Financial terrorists. Send his ass to El Salvadorian prison. That's what you do. And I say that because, like Stephanie points out on Twitter, Ken Griffin is a financial terrorist. He deserves to go to prison for the harm that he's caused Americans. This is ridiculous. How this man can operate with impunity. And the second you get close to him, the minute you want to see some SEC emails of them corresponding with these market makers to facilitate their fraud, Elon gets shut down and he goes back to his company. I don't think it's Elon's fault, but I believe Elon flew too close to the sun. What do y'all think? Tell me down in the comments. Love y'all. Be blessed. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.